Hello, you guys. We need to have some truth talk time. So pour yourself a water and pull up a chair. Let's go. Yesterday was Monday. Very good, Sarah. Good job with the calendar. And I shared in, oh my gosh, this is real life. I am throwing things around. Anyways, yesterday was Monday and I shared that my personal commitment was to go back to day one with gut protocol because my nutrition was messy. And so I private messaged quite a few of you, or text messaged or whatever. Somehow I sent a pigeon to you, okay? And I communicated that was what I was committing to, was my nutrition, to not eat like an a-hole. And I asked you what yours were. And it was fascinating how many of you came back with the exact same answer. And that was to survive. And I get that because we are busy mofos. We have a lot of things on the to-do list. We're juggling things. Some of you are doing careers. Some of you are keeping kids alive. Some of you are homeschooling. Some of you are traveling. There's lots of legitimate reasons why survival, I guess, could be your answer. But I want to challenge that today because unless you're living in a war zone, unless you're homesteading and doing all the things to keep your family alive, unless you have a newborn, survival does not belong as your goal for this week. And I know it's made in kind of a joking way, but I'm challenging you because you made a promise to yourself that you wanted something different, that you wanted different results. You made a promise to yourself that you were going to show up for, and you're selling yourself short. And as your coach and your friend and someone who believes in you, I'm going to call you out on that. Survival doesn't belong here, okay? I'm asking you to do something that you might be like, what? I want you to lower your standards. I want you to lower your standards around whatever it is that you need to commit to. Because if your answer is survival, then your standards are way too high. And ultimately, do I want you to have high standards and have this epic and amazing transformation and live your best life? Yeah, I do. But a lot of you are still in that gray area. Like you still have this big hurdle to overcome to create the consistency around your journey, to get those fast wins. And so that means it's time to rein it in and roll it back and to drop your standards a little bit so that you make the effort to show up every single day. I didn't used to show up every single day because I'm one of those go big or go home people. And so if I couldn't do it right or all the way, or my kids were going to interrupt, or I couldn't get all the other things on my to-do list, I was the first person I quit on. I was the first person to be like, I'll get to it tomorrow. I don't really need to get that workout in. And I'm asking you, if that's where you're at, to grab my hand and step out of that pit, because it will not transform your life, and it will not bring you joy, and it will not help you reach your goals faster. It will not help you get through your to-do list faster. You showing up to your journey is the exact same as you emptying the dishwasher, as you taking out the trash, as you feeding your family. It is the exact same. It has to be done every single day. You can't bank so many workouts and be like, I'm good. That's not how this works. It's hygiene. It is like brushing your teeth and taking a shower. You have to continue to do it. You have to continue to show up to it. So if your benchmark for that, for committing to that, if it's too big, we need to ratchet it down and make it approachable, make it accomplishable, make it smaller. So instead of maybe doing an entire program or doing an entire day's workout, you commit no matter what, that you're gonna show up for 10 minutes. And I'm asking you to fill in your own blank, whatever you're gonna fill that 10 minutes with, if it's pushing play on a workout, or it's going outside and getting in the grass, if it is doing mindset work, if it's doing an energy practice, if it's working on your nutrition, it is 10 minutes every single day that no matter what, if you get into bed at the end of the day, unless you're sick, if you get into bed at the end of the day and you haven't touched that goal, you're going to get out of bed so that you can keep your promise to yourself. Even if it means you only show up to it for like a minute. I'm asking you to keep the promise to yourself and stop making excuses and selling yourself short. So I get the answer is I want a transformation, but I need to survive right now. Things will never slow down. They will never become easier. It will never become more organized. Yeah, your kids might grow up and get a little more self-sufficient, but then there's a whole nother bag of tricks and challenges that come with that. So if you don't learn how to prioritize this journey, you're going to get nowhere and you're going to feel terrible. speaking from personal experience. So I want you to lower your expectations as far as what you're going to do every single day, no matter what, so that you can prove to yourself that you're honoring your promise and that you're showing up to the journey, because that's how you build belief. And that is how you get consistency. And that's how you build this muscle that makes it something that you start to crave. And some of you roll your eyes. You're like, I'm never going to crave exercise. I'm never going to crave that. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You will crave, maybe not the exercise, but you will crave the accomplishment. You will crave the way it makes you feel. You will crave being able to check the box and know that you prioritize yourself and you showed up to the journey. And if you were like me and you have a bit of a people pleaser strain in you, then you're going to remind yourself that what you're doing, even if it feels selfish and like frivolous and you don't have enough time to do it, if you do that, you're teaching your kids what you want them to do. And if you don't do that, you're modeling behavior that you don't want for them. You want your kids to be happy. You want everyone to be sane. You want people to manage their mental health, right? You want those things, and yet we don't take ownership of our own journeys. That stops today. So I want you to lower your standards as far as how you're going to show up to yourself, but I want you to raise the bar when it comes to, am I going to choose myself? Absolutely 100% every single day. Does that mean it's perfect? Does it mean it's start to finish? Does it mean it's this perfect little bow? Does it mean that it's gonna look like something off of freaking Instagram? Probably not, because most of our lives don't look that way. But your life, your journey, your transformation is too freaking precious for you to keep making excuses. And a couple of you are like, I don't like where I'm at. I have these goals and I want to get there. And then same story every week, every month. What are you going to do to get yourself closer to that? I would love to do it for you, but I can't. And so if that's you, if you feel convicted right now, I am not trying to make you feel bad, but I need you to gut check and be like, is it really important or does it just sound nice to say? Because if it's really important, then you're going to show up differently and you're going to make different choices. Even if you're tired, even if you don't have the time, you're going to prioritize that. If you really feel awful in your skin, you are going to intentionally break up with whatever is in the way. The daily ice cream, the shredded wheat, the sodas, like it's not rocket science, and it's not even all or nothing. It is you choosing how you want to feel and who you want to become. And your daily actions are what pave the freaking way. So, moral of the story, my goal this week is to not eat like an a-hole. It is to show up to my journey, to give myself grace and to allow for rest because it's a really busy week, and to do my best, right? To not make excuses because I have excuses. I could map out my day and you'd be like, dang, that's your day. I have little pockets that are all broken up, and I'm a professional, a pro grade procrastinator. This right here is procrastinating things that I need to get to. And so that is why having accountability is a game changer. So if you are struggling in that area, then you're going to lean into accountability. You're going to get on the morning Zoom. We're on Zoom every single day. And you know what? If you said to me, I can't make that Zoom, Sarah, but I could do 6 o'clock at night, what do you want to wager that me or someone in this group needs that same freaking time? So stop making excuses. Stop just saying, well, I'll get to it, or this is too hard, or it's just not for me. Those are all excuses. That is your fear. Those are limiting beliefs. They do not serve you. They will not move you closer to your goals. I'm not asking you for perfection. I'm not asking you to go in 150%. I'm not even asking you to break up with all of your excuses, but I am asking you, if you really do in fact want to change your life, if you really are miserable and frustrated and tired of being tired, then you need to have a different answer. Surviving does not count. It does not count. Surviving is gonna happen. You're gonna survive. It might be a hard season. It might be legit just cram-packed with all the things, all the sports, but you can find 10 minutes a day. You can find 10 minutes a day to show up to your journey. Do some freaking squats. How long have I been talking right now? I don't even know. You could have been doing squats this whole time. So I love you and I want you to win, which is why I'm going to give you tough love. And a few of you keep telling me that you want it. You keep saying, I have to do something different. Well, then do something different. It's not tattoo. It's not marriage. Try something different. Eliminate that thing that you keep saying you need to do. Eliminate it. that thing you keep saying you want to do, the listening to the podcast, or I don't know, journaling 5 minutes a day, a page a day, like just freaking start. You don't have to have a roadmap. You don't have to have a game plan. You don't even have to have more than 10 minutes a day, but you have to make the commitment that you're gonna do it no matter what, so that you build the muscle and you create that pocket of time that belongs to you and your transformation, because you're worthy of that. Okay, I'm gonna stop procrastinating and I'm gonna go help the kid learn math. And then I'll be in my inbox. And I can't wait to hear what you're gonna commit to this week. Survival doesn't count. I'm rejecting that answer. I'm kicking it back to you. It can be as simple as, I'm with you. I'm gonna stop eating like an a-hole, and I will fist bump you, and I will challenge you to drink your water. Amen.